So, excuse me. Sorry, I didn't say hello to. Oh, crikey! That is not good herring. It's full of bones. Hello, everyone. I haven't said hello to. Who would like to grace us with the traditional recap of the last session?
Last chapter or last session?
Well, last session was only a short one, wasn't it? Because we had a couple missing.
Mm-hmm.
But after dealing with, the whole situation with Iggy reading the book, he didn't do that much wrong. He just read the book because, it was power, apparently, and would bring about a new power. Just apparently not for Iggy. But yeah, with Carcer looking defeated, as he turned his back, essentially saying, do what you want, I'm going to try and fix this. From a combination of Jim and Edge, Jim casting silence, Edge stabbing him in the back. Carcer was finished off. I believe it was a different kind of reaction to when Paramore was Primor, not Paramore. Primor was stabbed Saturday, and he went into the blade. It was more of it just kind of drained his energy, and he kind of died. More akin to the arrow that Aether used during his trial.
First certain death.
Yeah. And yeah, Carcer has been killed, as far as we know. This world, there's strange magics, like with Saturday, we kill him and he comes back.
No, he's dead forever.
Extra doubt. Yeah, so there was a little bit of loot in that body after Carcer was killed. I don't remember what you guys looted from him. I think there was a bit of secrecy with Edge taking something that no one else saw. But I remember the voodoo dolls. Was there anything else?
As far as anyone could tell, Edge didn't take anything else. So
yeah, the voodoo dolls. The two of them looked familiar from our group, and then one of them
3 or
we
4,
didn't recognize.
I think.
All right. So
Edge,
3
Jack. Was it Edge, Jack, Jim, and then a 4th?
And then a 4th, yeah, we didn't know.
Which could be the new guy we're about to meet. That would be fun, wouldn't it, if Rick had already said that up in motion?
Oh, yes, I remember what Edge found. He found a little statue that was like that the rest of the party don't know of that Edge has. It was like some sort of female little statue, but didn't have any specific features, so it wasn't recognizable as anybody. So yeah. After dealing with that, we headed over to Frank. He was like, "Oh, well, this is a first. Not many people come back from there." I think there was a bit of trying to coax him to join us, but he was like, "Nah, the island's where I live. This is my job. It's not over yet." And I think then he tried to recruit. He was asking if any of us wanted to join him, and then we all just ran on the boat before a reply could come through. Then we crossed the lake, heading back to our ship, and there was a few groups waiting at the ship, kind of looking it over. Oh, did someone put the speaker on? I can hear myself through Rick. Sorry. Yeah. So there were 3 groups. The first group we came across were the Blue Tongues, at which we essentially asked for a fight, which Iggy was happy to oblige them in, and went in a very gritty, just a 1v1 duel, giving everything they got. He honestly, he almost didn't make it. He got a lucky couple hits at the end and killed off this big, like, bruiser type guy. And seemed to gain the approval of the Blue Tongues, who had actually been sent by his patron Murray to essentially come home and join the fight as his warlord. Iggy was like, yeah, fuck yeah, that sounds better than what I'm doing right now. So he left, he said his goodbyes, he enjoyed his time, but greener pastures and all that.
We will miss Iggy.
Yeah.
We may meet Iggy again.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be a boss later on. I'm sure Eggy would have got a bit bigger by then as well.
He was more spontaneous than Roger had become.
Yeah. So yeah, after dealing with the Blue Tongues and they left, the other groups who seemed to be intimidated by that group of rebels, of ruffians, now felt more comfortable walking up to the party and introduced themselves as the Free Companies and the Driftwood Court, and essentially said, pick one of us. Free Companies are like using new magic and technologies to deal with the threat of Cthulhu, whereas Driftwood used the old magic, the old ways, the old roots, to defeat the old evil that has come back. And we were like, all right, give us a minute. We've just had a really tough adventure, a really big fight. Give us like 24 hours to think this over, have a sleep, and we'll come back to you in the morning. And that's where we left it.
Indeed. So yeah, so you have left both the Free Companies and the Driftwood Court so far, waiting for your answer as you set up camp to rest. I believe that Edge had requested that Book do some research into his dagger, and upon completion of a long rest, all of the ins and outs that Book would have been able to discern, which may or may not be all of the ins and outs of the dagger, will be shared. But yeah, I mean, outside of the game, there was just about consensus, I think, on which group you wanted to go for. But as you go away to have a rest, and these 2 delegations await your answer, is there anything specific that anyone wants to do, or is everyone just having a rest?
Edge.
Oh, go on, Edge.
You go.
No, go.
Edge would like to convene a couple of the deckhands as he gets on to the ship, and once everyone's gone their separate ways, and he would like to get them to start setting up a small bar / micro tavern somewhere suitable, perhaps reusing one of the spare rooms near the galley. He would use phrases like "no expenses spared." He's sort of hoping it might become his thing, where he can be like walking in and Cheers style. Like Edge.
Right, what we calling this? Is this bar have a name? Should we just put our bar on it, or what are we calling it?
Got my notes open. Can anyone remember what we're supposed to call it?
The previous bar was called. Don't have it.
In your heads,
Somewhere.
you hear variations of the sentiment. Better have a cool name. Better have a cool name.
Well, I mean, we ask the various,
The high spirits.
high spirits. That was it.
Fine. Let's call it High Spirits.
That's plagiarizing, but that's a cool name.
Who are we plagiarizing?
Yeah, they start construction, and the ghosts in your head seem pleased by this, and they are going to let you have your long rest without me rolling behind the screen to see if they actually allow you to rest or if you suffer level exhaustion.
Excellent. Edge would also like to raise the, I don't know, whatever the correct way to indicate he wants to have a meeting with the Bastard Sword. Doesn't necessarily have to be a face-to-face meeting if that's not appropriate, but they need to exchange information.
So when you convey to your fellow sisters that this is what you want to happen, a raven appears on the well, it appears just to you rather than to everyone else. It lands in front of you. It looks real, but it kind of semi-popped into existence in the middle distance, so you can tell that this is not just a regular raven.
I've got a
It
question
looks-
for Edge. Sorry to interrupt this, but have you told the sisters about what happened to Ray, and did you bring Ray's body back so you can do the funeral that they do, like they did with GT?
Ooh. Well remembered. Are we too late to wreck that? Was there a body left? The body doesn't disappear when it goes in the sword, right?
The body's still there, but the soul is absolutely in the blade.
Okay. Is it practical that we could go back in and bring the body, or is
So,
that?
hi Frank, just gotta go grab something.
Start the whole ceremony over again. Sword in the. Right into the sand.
I will say that I'll let you retcon that you did bring the body back with you, very reverently.
Cool. Okay. So how many sisters are left on the ship? We've got Nyx, Way.
You have short sword sway. So you have did Dagger die? No, you have Dagger Quero, Dagger Joss, Dagger Nyx, short sword sway, and Scimitar Freya.
Got a scimitar.
You're like, oh god, God, there's another high-ranking one I've got to take out so I can be the highest-ranking one.
Hang on, I'm just updating my notes. I've got that. Yes, that would have been probably more of a priority than getting the bar kicked off. To be honest, now we mention it. Yeah, sisters, a terrible fate has befallen us. I need to hold out the dagger. Where's my pair of scissors? There we go. You'll remember Chitty's dagger, which I've kept my most precious possession. There is now a second soul in there. Unfortunately, Saber Ray did not make it.
Tell us, how did she die?
She died as she lived, a hero. She remained at the entrance to the mystical cavern where we ventured on our last quest. She single-handedly held back the demon Carcer, preventing him from, I don't know, whatever foul, nefarious magic he would have wanted to cast, and almost certainly leaving us trapped in there. When we came back to find her, the end was near. She knew the only way to save Chitty's soul and defeat the demon Saturday was to get into the blade, and I didn't hesitate.
This is not conventional, but I am pleased at least that her soul is at rest within a blade. It is not usual for a sister to share a blade with another, but if she died well, that is all that any of us can hope for. And she puts her arm on your shoulder. I hope that you do not blame yourself for the end of that chapter of her life, my brother. And she means this sincerely, as you're new to this, rather than you fucking should blame yourself. She's not implying it's your fault. She is genuinely kind of, these things happen, it was a good death.
In the end, it was the only choice. Hard as it was, the bastard sword's orders have been carried out. Saturday is no more. Carcer is no more.
Then while I mourn for our sister, I am pleased with this outcome. You've done well, Harpoon. I'm impressed.
As is our way, I have brought back her body. We should take time to
Of course.
send her on her way.
Of course. And there will be, during the period of the short rest in the evening, there will be a period where you can have the same setup with a pyre and the words being spoken, and you will be able to fulfill that respectful carrying out of the proper rites.
Cool. Edge would not have revealed anything about the nature of the dagger or anything about the weirdness of it. Is it obvious to anyone looking at it now that it looks different? I mean, presumably he could have handled it in such a way that it was clear that it was the same dagger, but
I don't think anyone's taken close enough a look at it. I mean, it's because it's not like kind of shining like a lightsaber. It's it's not immediately obvious. You know, if you held it in front of someone, then they might think it looks a bit weird. But I don't think anyone has particularly gone, "Oh, that looks a bit weird now." Unless
that's a very
actually
lovely thought.
showed it.
Okay, cool, fine. He is keen to find out as much as he can about this. He'd have asked Book for as much information as she had, and if she didn't have information, where he might go to get it. But he feels like the details of this is something that can only go straight to the top.
Okay. Yeah. So Book goes away and starts researching, and sends a message to Jim. I'm looking into something now for Edge, and this is there's some powerful stuff and some potentially dangerous stuff you guys are getting involved in. Just be careful. Take care of yourself. And try and make sure Edge doesn't die. Just trust me.
Jim will reply. Oi, Buck. I'm always careful. Not reckless one, me. I'll look out for him. I'll keep him safe. I'll keep them all safe. At least I'll try.
Most of all, keep yourself safe. Just keep yourself safe.
So Buck's gone away. Jim would have probably eaten with her beforehand.
Yep.
And he will say, I'll see you soon, Buck. You stay safe.
Always. Is Roger doing anything in particular during this long rest? Or is Roger just kicking back?
Roger's just chilling, really, but he does want to remember to restock his inventory with a new rope while he's on the boat.
You are absolutely able to do that. Aether?
Aether needs a hell of a rest because he is spell slotted out entirely, can barely lift his arms. But he will ask Jim to speak to Book about the cauldron and about the potential of gathering up Philgrave's bones to use in said cauldron.
Is he discussing that with the rest of the crew?
I mean, generally, yeah, but this is more we're working in the realms of the hypothetical at the minute. Like Jim, could you speak to Book about how this cauldron might work, and hypothetically, maybe we should use Philgrave's bones as an experiment, considering he is the father of the entity that is currently bearing down on the world.
I don't think he's going to be a little bit pissed when he finds out what we did.
I imagine, as Buck explained before, the cauldron is weak, and as powerful as you are, Aether, it cracked bringing you back. So bringing back what could be a lord might be a big ask, but I'll ask her. She's busy. I'll ask her.
We don't need to bring all of him back. We could we've still got our friend Vaz, head and shoulders. Well, I mean, barely a head.
I see where your head's at. Well, his head.
I think we would get some valuable insight, perhaps, if we can at least find a way to, then make it work.
Don't forget, Castor's head's also in the same bag of Vaz's head. Do we take that out, or are they still just chilling together?
I think you went as far as turning them away from each other. But yeah, still very much in the same bag.
Could we do something that makes them both have their separate heads on one body?
Oh,
their heads back to each other. So like the conjoined twins.
Can we? Oh, right. Okay, it's still getting a bit
Superglue?
human centipede. Can we put them in the high spirits in the new bar? Can we have just a shelf above the bar with Vaz, Philgrave, and Carter?
Now, if we were going to do that, we'd have to call it the Talking Heads.
Can we have a gap that says TBC?
I mean, I don't have any reason to say no to any of these things.
Can there be a little sign under the head and it just said, "Did not pay tab"?
Are we the baddies?
Yes, you can do this. Yeah.
And then Aether will have a long rest.
When you mention this to Book, she will reply that it's a tricky and unreliable process. As has been pointed out, the cauldron is cracked. It might well work. There might be some unintended consequences. And also, it depends on your definition of dead. Because she says that normally these things work if a corpse has been killed within the last 10 days. It brings it back to life. She doesn't know where these gilded bones that people have seen just twitch out the corner of their eye. She doesn't know where they land on that spectrum of alive and dead. So she's kind of saying, yeah, it could do it. It might not be straightforward. It might work perfectly. Might not.
I mean, it's a lot more useful than they currently are. Aside from just a nice paperweight.
It would be, but I'm there also thinking we've got Commune Dead. I think Book had it as a spell, but we've only got the little we got 2 little nuggets left, 2 little bits of rock.
You do. You have your boons that you got from Raven Queen.
There's also could we simply just try messaging?
Messaging the head.
Yeah.
I think we discovered a while ago it speaks a language that we don't speak, or something like that. I can't remember quite how I've got to that point, but I think we said the name of the gin to it, and it sort of maybe starts to move a little bit.
Was it not when Saturday was trying to do something with the head and he was speaking in a language we don't know?
I thought the head spoke back in Abyssal when someone.
Oh,
tried
did you
to
message
communicate
it?
with before. Yeah.
I think you did. What Matty said.
Yeah, I think although, did Book message it or did Jim message it?
I think Jim did.
Okay,
This
so
is
Jim
about
doesn't
8 months
speak
ago now, so it's
Yeah.
Although Jim does have comprehend language.
Yeah, I think that's what.
Written languages in mind.
I mean, we don't have to figure this out now, guys. I think it's worthwhile. We know more about Philgrave since leaving the Mimic. Maybe Dexter. Consider it.
You can set your crew on doing some research if you like, or other actions while you are presumably off with a new set of allies. You can take bits with you if you want.
The head shelf sounds quite a nice novel idea. Although, where is the bar? Look, it's the bar on the old trades or the new trades? Oh,
You tell me.
the old trades or the all trades?
I think we're taking the new trades as the all trades, aren't we? No?
Yeah. So the all trades is a flying ship, but we've got the old trade still in the dock.
Can't remember the
We got
layout.
2 bars.
We should franchise.
Yeah, good.
I think the main bar should be on the old trades or the new trades, wherever the prominent trade is.
Well, Jim's not sharing his kitchen.
No, I sorry. In my head, I'd originally pictured us on the old trades, and we put it in that room next to it. Remember where Jim shrunk himself down and climbed through when Chitty's body was doing the thing? We put it there. Then it's it's adjacent. They can share some
Central
services.
steps. Yeah, that makes sense.
You can do your drains and that sort of thing.
I
Take the
don't know.
architecture.
Where's Jim's kitchen on the new ship?
How would he get the cargo, Rick, into the ship? That's the question we're trying to get to. Like, where would the barrels be rolled?
Jim hasn't made the kitchen in the new ship.
To 3. Logistics.
No, he hasn't been yet.
Aether will catapult the next.
Jim hasn't been on the all trades except for the couple of hours it took us to get to the island. Because
There is an existing galley, and there's also there are a range of suitable places that you could put together a little bar, and the crew would be very happy about it.
okay, let's put it on the all trades. Makes sense. And then we can, like you say, franchise it out. Maybe we'll bring some more spirits along for the ride.
It's such a no-brainer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Every time we find someone who's ghostly, we can pull them into the bar.
Yeah.
And if we happen to come across other ships, we can plant the seed of this with other crews that we find. Everyone's going to want a ghosty
Ghost
bar.
bar. Yeah.
They're going to be like, Captain, where's our
It'll be
ghost bar?
lucrative.
We'll make a fortune. We want to do it.
So have the kind of other spirits still possessing our bodies, or are we waiting for post
until the
rest
bars.
bar? You know, the grand opening of the bar.
I think that once sufficient progress has been made, such that even if it's not complete, there is the intention of a bar there, they will start inhabiting where it's clear that bar is going to be.
Fantastic.
So,
One more, sorry, unbar related. Can you describe the nature of the black mark?
it is very much, it's kind of on the palm of your hand. It looks like a large, it looks like a large mole, like just a really, really big mole, but kind of really dark.
When would that have appeared in the process of the last?
So it would have started really appearing starkly. You'd have noticed when you were making your way, when you started to make your way away from Casa, you'd have really noticed it being prominent there. You can't put your finger on exactly when it was there, but you absolutely all noticed it as soon as the words were spoken from the book by Iggy.
So I'm going to choose that Edge was too concerned with getting Casa and wouldn't necessarily have noticed, but now not sure of his own mark, if that's something to do with having killed Casa, or is it to do with the dagger? And he would like to have had a quick chat with Jim and just said, have you seen one of these before?
Aye, lad. I've seen it. I've felt it. I've been through it.
What is it? How do I get rid of it?
It's the black spot.
Does Edge know what that is?
You wouldn't know the specifics, but you would know that it's a very bad curse for folk at sea to have. Doom follows those who have it.
Would Edge know how to get rid of it?
It's clear from your seeing what's happened to Jim that it's not a kind of, certain death kind of thing. But you would also know that when Jim had the black spot, someone who had recently died near him had a spectre of that person come and try and kill him.
Okay.
And you know that it was very much a condition of fulfilling your original contract and not deviating from it, as interpreted by the employer, of you hastily going back to Solskar and delivering the book, and you being allowed the treasure.
Okay. So we need to get back to the Solskar. Fine. Okay.
Especially if we didn't take, we only took the book.
Yeah. The treasure you entirely left. But
Collapsing mimic body.
Yeah, lots of stuff going on. Yeah, it's fair. So you're all able to have a long rest. You are able to level up. In the morning, a number of things happen. So for a start, Edge, you should find on your character sheet where your attacks are, Sister's Fang, and a book gives you a bit of an update on what that does. It's pretty juicy.
Stick. Thanks, universe. / Rick.
And the other things that happen is that when you start to rise and stir, the two delegations start coming back, and they are very clearly looking for an answer. Who are you going to go with? The free companies or the Driftwood Court?
Driftwood Court, right? That's how we decided on?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so.
The free companies, when they see you making that decision, do you say anything to the free companies, or do you just kind of shake hands with the Driftwood Court and say, yes, we're going with you, kind of thing?
I think Aether will go down the same similar lines of, we all have the same goal. Let's
So we're like,
not.
if we don't make it, we hope you're successful, sort of thing. Like,
yeah. See you on the other side.
Please apply again in future.
It's not us. It's you. No, I think their interest is just more aligned with ours. I think we should really maybe circle back and see where we're at with this whole kind of end of world. Maybe if we can pool our resources.
Well,
don't give up on your goal.
Well, I can't say I'm not disappointed, obviously, but you have offered us no insult, and therefore, while we may not be parting as best of friends, we will not be parting as enemies. We will away to Moxazash, and I hope someone in this world is successful. I must confess I cannot conceive of fairy tales being successful, but nevertheless, I wish you well. And he gives you a nod, and they start heading off. And the more sexy delegation, the Driftwood Court, we're pleased he made the right choice. We were certain we could feel something of the slightest hint of our kind amongst your crew. Would there be anyone else joining you? There feels like there's something missing from those here. Is there no one else? And at that point, I imagine either strutting or flamboyantly mincing.
I think more jumping over the side of the ship. Hero post landing. Alonso would present himself.
Tell us about Alonso.
Alonso, I don't know if you want to put his token down. There you go. That's about it.
Look at that
Right,
guy.
he's a fine-looking man.
He's wearing kind of like fancy-looking clothes. He's got his bare chest out, long flowing hair, just thin mustache, and just the embodiment of charisma itself.
Indigo Montana.
He's got around his neck. He's got a chain, and on that chain is a metal triangle. You would actually have seen him around the ship. He joined during since leaving Saltscar. So yeah, you'd have seen him around the ship. But at this point, he's decided to show himself as he does use, well, his power, his magics does happen to coincide with these Fae. Hello, I am Alonso. Pleased to meet you.
Alonso, what a exotic accent you have. Hopefully that can remain for our
Oh yes, of course.
duration of our adventure.
Oh, this is how I speak. It's great. Pleased
Are
to
you
meet
from
you.
Wales, Alonso?
Potentially, my accent can be from many places.
Can it be noted that Roger is fluttering his eyelashes at Alonso?
Little boy, I told you not to look at me like that. It is uncomfortable. Anyway, are our new friends joining us?
I think it is you who is joining us, and I feel like we are going to be the best of friends.
Of course.
Now, come, all of you, quickly. We must travel. There is only one way to defeat such a creature as now plagues this land, and the solution does not lie in this, what you would call the real world. We must journey into the Feywild, and you need to follow me, and we must speak with the Teller of Tales.
Can we not bring a flying ship? It is really convenient.
If there's need for a
Yeah.
ship, if there's need for a ship, we will bring it. But it's important that the five of you follow me now. And they start ushering you down towards the tent that they've set up.
Presumptuous of them. At any point in the time where we've been doing this, has it been clear how much time has passed between us going into the cabin and not? Would that seem jarring?
You can't you can't really tell. It seems like more time passed outside the cave than inside the cave. So, from everyone else's point of view, you were in there for a few days.
Fine. I'm just happy to follow the Fae.
Come, we're going to go into the Feywild now, and each one of you in turn must step through the gate. Please, only one of you.
I shall go first and make sure it's safe.
Okay, so they usher you one at a time into this tent, and inside there is a large wooden door somehow, and in front of the door there is it's, well, if I show you that, the big fella in the back, he's standing there with his arms folded, and he says, "So you're going into the Feywild?" Okay. And he reaches behind a screened off area, and he pulls with two hands a large sack, and he drops it in front of him. And it's very clear that inside this sack, which is tied at the top, you can hear chains rattling, and you can hear a. There is someone inside this sack. Kill him.
Huh? Explain.
If you want to, there's always a test. There's always a price. If you want to go through the door into Feywild, kill him.
Well, hold on now.
I'll kill him.
You're doing this one at a time, so there's only Alfonso first. Sorry, Alonso, not Alfonso.
Alonso. Hmm.
And you will each make your decision, and then we will see the consequences of those decisions at the same time.
Okay. Did I? Oh, I didn't kill that salad. Damn it.
I believe the rest of your crew are waiting outside, and I'll be eager to go through. You seem to be holding them up. Kill him.
Can I do an insight check to see if there's some extra trial going on here that isn't as obvious as I have to kill this person?
I mean, you can see if there's anything written on his face with an insight check. You can. He's fairly stony faced, and he's very much kind of like, I'm not moving.
Can I open the sack and see what's actually inside?
He will, as you go and open it, he will stop you with very strong hands. You've got a weapon there. Just a sack. Kill him.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna
Alonso's
do it.
first act is murder.
Yeah, apparently.
Welcome to the old trades.
I cast vicious mockery.
Okay.
You silly little thing in a bag. You should just die.
Okay. We will loop back to the consequences of that. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay. Roger. Same thing. You step in. A sack is lifted from behind the screen, dropped in front of you. If you want to go through, kill him.
Okay, and without hesitation, I'm going to shoot an arrow with my short bow through the outside of the sack into the sack.
Okay. Short bow.
Oh, is this gonna mess up what we use to kill them?
Who's next?
He wants to kill the creature in the sack next.
Edge will go if no one else is willing.
Same thing. Yeah, kill him if you want to go. Kill him.
Who is he to me?
Kill him. Does it matter?
Yeah, I think it does matter.
You
Edge refuses.
Okay. Okay. Who's next?
I mean, we'll turn to Jim and be like,
I'll go next.
Yeah, kill him. Gotta go through. Just gotta kill him.
Got a lot of bags here, ain't you? People in bags. Don't like people in bags. While he's gibbering away, Jim's going to message the bag. He's going to say, "Who are you? And what are you doing in there?"
You don't get any response back.
Jim's going to look at this guy and say, and he's just going to go, "Look, I'm a cook. I don't wantonly kill people. I try to avoid them dying." And he's going to, while doing that, he's going to be messaging it one last time, say, "Here, if you want to live, you'll tell me what you're doing in there. Otherwise, it's end of days."
You tried to temper his with a mind.
Ignore that. Ignore that.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was no.
No. I just clicked on something. So ignore that.
You get no response from the thing in the box, in the bag. Are you refusing or?
Jim would. He'd probably just hit it unarmed.
Okay.
Slap it almost. Ah, stupid bag.
Okay, and last but not least, Aether.
Aether will go in. He would. What?
Just kill him if you want to. Everyone else has gone through. If you just want to, just kill him.
Kill his self-esteem.
Right. You got like, you bladed instrument works best. Just bag. Just. Just kill him.
Aether will he'll message as well, not knowing what Jim did, because that was Aether's original plan.
You get no response.
With anything I say.
With anything you say.
Okay.
I love that Aether, instead of speaking to this guy, he's just looking in the bag going.
Aether will attempt to open the bag with Mage Hand.
No. Nah. He will have a tight grip around the bag, overcoming your Mage Hand. That's no, not rocket. Kill. You don't need to know. You don't need to know. Just kill him.
I do need to know. If I'm going to kill someone or something, I'd like to see it for myself.
Either you're killing him or you're refusing. It's simple as that.
If you show me what's in the bag, then I will decide.
No work for that.
Good day to you. Good day to you, sir. Good day to you. Good day.
All right then. Aether. Refuse. Okay. So we have Alonso, who cast Vicious Mockery, intending to insult this person to death.
Yeah.
And we have Roger, who just didn't need telling twice, just. And the response that you both get from this large individual is, well, got the measure of you, haven't we? You're just willing to take the life of someone innocent. Bold. Okay. Can't be having that. Can't be having that at all. But you got a stern stomach. So both Alonso and Roger, for the duration of your time in the Feywild, can you please take your dexterity score and reduce it by 1?
Oh, that's not too bad. Yep.
Take your wait, what was it? So yeah, dex -1. Can you take your wisdom score and reduce that by 1? Take your strength score and increase it by 1. The Feywild will remember that you're not one for mercy. And the door opens and you walk through. Edge and Aether, you get a deep bow. Good. You think before you kill. You don't just mindlessly kill the innocent. The Feywild will remember that you give out mercy and that you'll be deserving of mercy. In you go. For the duration of your time in the Feywild, the next time you have to make a death saving throw, you can add 2 to your roll.
Are we likely to die in the Feywild?
Yeah.
What is the Feywild?
Oh yes.
Is it like a sort of Emerald Dream kind of parallel thing?
Okay.
It's a land where things don't quite work the way that you're used to. But we will go into that. And Jim, he looks at you. You slapped him. You slapped him. And he looks at your hand like, poisoned? No, you just That's just
I won't kill if I don't need to.
right, but you still. That is weird, mate. It's weird.
Sometimes people need a good old slap for not responding. He didn't respond.
Right. Okay, so you like attention then. Noted. In you go, you strange person. You have advantage on investigation checks and perception checks that you make through touch for the duration of your time in the Feywild. And you all managed to get through. And you are now in the world behind the world.
It's pretty.
And you are, the land looks similar to where you were, but whimsical and fun looking. And you were ushered in to see the Teller of Tales. And you are told this is the wisest, the cleverest, and I'll be honest, the most handsome of us. They know more than anyone else about what you need to do to overcome this terrible, terrible foe. Quite frankly, there's no one in your life who will be as important as Quillwake, the Teller of Tales. And you are ushered into another tent where there are mountains and mountains, impossibly high mountains, TARDIS-like in this little tent, of books and parchments, and some of them are flying around the room, some of them are writing themselves. There's like little dancing lights all over the place, and you are introduced to the incredibly handsome Quillwake, the Fey teleports.
Loving the ears.
I must say.
Now, some might say that I went a bit far, but
I mean, the funny thing is, you actually own that jacket.
I think it's just
I think this whole campaign started with that very first image and worked backwards from there.
And as you approach, he is.
Imagine if we'd picked the other company.
Hang on, I think that needs to be shared with all of Broken Oath. I'm sorry, that's too rich to just be in here.
It'll be a Quirwake with a wig instead.
So he it's as though he realizes that you're entering by looking at his book, and he looks up and says, I've been waiting for you. So glad that you've come. I understand that one of you has set free this terrible, terrible creature. And I know that there's some in your world who are going off to try and find spells and magical implements and ancient weapons to try and pierce its heart and all of that, but that will not work. There is only one way to defeat something like this, and the answer, as always, lies in stories. Everything is in stories. Everything, all the wisdom, knowledge, and power in the world that you need is in books. When you found this creature, part of it was bound in a book. It was not done properly. There was a corrupt element. There was a devil. Some knew him as Forge. Some knew him as Mephistopheles. He interfered. He made it so that this was inevitable. We will bind this thing properly into a story, and only then can it be defeated. There are 3 things that we need to do, that you need to do, to allow this binding. First, you need to discover the true name of this creature. Not just what you know it by, but discover its true name. Because you cannot defeat anything that does not have a true name. Next, you need to give it a place in your world. Every story needs a setting. This creature, it exists across planes of existence at the same time and exists in none of them at all. You must give it a kingdom to roam and own, such that it has a setting, a tangible existence. You must offer it up, the crown of the never was king. Give it a kingdom, give it a setting. And then you must, finally, ensure this thing does not come back. You must find its thread in the looms of fate, guarded by the Furies, and cut it, so that history does not repeat itself. Find its true name, find its setting, ensure it has an ending. Then we can bind it in a book properly forever. These 3 things I need you to do. I will send you on your way to discover its true name from the old man in the cave of the nameless. I hope that we've chosen the right people for this, because if you falter, if you break promises, if you dream evil dreams, if you do anything that corrupts the promise that you have implicitly made to this land, you're going to die. And I don't want that to happen. I know this looks like a fairy dream world to you, but this is serious. everything here is just as lethal as everything there.
Roger would like to ask at this moment, if possible, how do people from where we were get to here? Is it just by somebody allowing them through? Can people cross any way they like? We are being chased because of things I may or may not have done by several people in the other world. And I'm just kind of testing the water to see whether they'll be following us here.
You don't need to worry. You do not need to worry. It's not the same things don't apply there as here. I mean, look at your hands. And you notice that while you're in the Feywild, you have no black spot.
That's it, I'm not leaving.
I mean, the only way that you could be pursued by someone is if they had access to a portal like you stepped through.
Oh, joy.
Or if they had very powerful spells where they could drift between planes of existence. But they are very rare. I mean, you would have had to upset someone extraordinarily powerful in order for them to just go from one plane of existence to another. And I'm looking at you looking, oh dear, who was it?
You're muted, Mandy.
Say, let's spitball some ideas for a minute. You know, let's just say that somebody that might have taken a bit of a grievance with us was quite powerful. You know, how likely is it they might turn up? Would we get a warning that somebody else had crossed to this side?
Oh no. I mean, if we're talking hypotheticals, if they're able to shift from one plane of existence to another, then to them it's as though you were always on the same. You were just in the next room.
Excellent. Thank you.
You didn't. I'm slightly nervous now. Who was pursuing you?
Some doctor girl woman thing. Hecate?
Right.
I have
Right.
reasons.
Yeah. And he looks over to the rest of you. You're good fighters, aren't you? And you know how to fight and protect each other and stand your ground, and when the occasion calls for it, run and not stop. You know all of that, don't you?
Yes.
I have yet to join the fight.
Just keep an eye out for each other and think positive thoughts. And I would say, do your best not to break any agreements. If you make a promise to someone here, if you make an agreement to someone here, that's kind of a big deal. If you betray someone or backstab someone, if you go breaking contracts, then bad things happen. So try your best not to do that. I'm sure you'll be fine.
I mean, from my knowledge, I believe it's the Fae are the one that find the loopholes, and they can be very dodgy.
Loopholes are fine. That's following the rules. Loopholes are the rules. Not having the courtesy and wit to find a loophole. That's when you get into dangerous territory. That's betrayal.
Hey, two questions, if I may. First, this Forge character you mentioned, what's stopping him from interfering a second time with this binding?
He was a particular moment in time. He was sent away. He was sent away by some of the bravest individuals that have ever set foot on your land. And They tell tales even here of the son trying to impress his adopted father, and the time-traveling Catman who walked away from his friends but walked into his destiny. He took up that mantle. They were heroes. They saw to it that Forge could not interfere here.
And should we need to return to where we came from, must we go via here, or can we return at any other point?
My portal will always remain open to you. You can always come back here, make your way through the Starry Veil, and I will always see you back to your home. There are, of course, you are more than welcome to find other ways back. I will not be offended. But this way will always be open to you.
Before we go, can we get in writing what our promise is to you? Just so everyone is clear on what we're agreeing to, what the terms are, and what are the consequences of not following the terms.
And you'll also notice that Roger has decided that if he's told to do something by someone, he will do it.
The handsome man looks at Alonso as, I feel like you understand it here. And he flourishes his hand and a contract appears. And it says that you are bound by no agreement to follow through on any request made by the Teller of Tales. The Teller of Tales commits to never giving you a falsehood that would directly lead to the detriment of the Feywild. And he says to you, I want what you call Cthulhu Cathy. I want them bound in a book for all time. The only impact on you if you walk away from this, that creature ravages your world. And in doing so, might well ravage mine too.
Let's go find an old man in a cave.
Is it obvious from where we are that we're in a kind of parallel of our own world? And obviously you've shown us a map that we can see. There's a lot of similarities, but is that obvious to us where we are?
He would explain it to you. That this is kind of like the world behind your world. It's very similar, and he would even have this map kind of out, so you'd be able to see the familiar shape of the countries. There's some extra bits in, there's some things that are different, but it's very much, you can see it's a kind of a slightly different and altered facsimile of your world.
So Edge would be staring at this.
He would explain that it applies to the world and the land, not the people. If you're expecting to find Fey versions of yourselves, or friends, or family, or groups, that's not the kind of thing you should look for here.
And these blue bits, is this water? Is this a sea?
Oh yes, these are the seas, but they're just better here. They're just better.
And what of the ships? What of the pirate crews?
Some like the seas, some like the sky.
And like the world, the real world, where we're from, there are good and bad factions here. Sorry, meta point. Does Edge have any idea this existed, or is this just completely insane?
Yeah, I mean, you'd be
You know
aware
about this.
of the Feywild. You wouldn't necessarily
Okay.
have been there, but
It's the first time you might have seen it.
Yeah, yeah. It's difficult to cross between planes of existence. It's something that is reserved for powerful individuals or where there's particular portals and things like that. So you have
So
to be.
is the power the crossing, or is this a more powerful place, or is this just a different place?
It's just different. It's one where, think of it's one where the
Even-
power of rules and agreements and language and belief hold more sway than in the real world. So it's basically a more whimsical place, but you find much more individuals who are a bit more like the likes of Hecate.
And then last question. So if we came through a portal to get here, if we take that portal to a different place here and go back through it, do we go to the place that is in the world we came from?
He explains that the portal you came through will send you back to exactly the same place. It'll take you to the country of Draventyr, same physical location.
Okay, so there's got to be a portal on both sides.
If you're using portals the way that I've got them set up, yes, but there's all manner of different. I mean, I'm sure powerful magic users could set up their own portals. Have something that casts a spell for it. You can store spells in objects and take them and travel around with them. I've heard tell of some items that can transport people other places.
Have you got any of those? Could we borrow one? Or 5?
I think you already have one. And he has a wry smile.
Hello, mine's there.
And you suddenly remember the large device on your back with 3 holes in it.
Oh, the 3-hole thing.
Do you mean like this?
I mean, I imagine that could transport you all manner of places. That's what it's for, isn't
Damn,
it?
we should have used that. Oh, we could have used that loads. Stupid. Not remembering things.
If only someone had made many hints about checking your inventory and taking stock of your loot.
Got a lot to do, Universe God. Okay, where's this cave then? It's not Edwin Bredwin, is it? I don't want to see that guy again.
How do you know of Edwin Bredwin? Edwin Bredwin is, I mean, it started off so small and insignificant, but somehow he was everywhere.
We kill
Thin
him.
and stretched, but little tendrils of consciousness permeating the soil and finding its way into dead trees and spores of him. Just it's really good, most unnatural.
Edge, there's Roger. All right, Mushroom Boy. Sounds like you're up.
I am the essence of Edwin Bredwin. He is in me.
You know, I had the sense when I first met you that you had a mushroom in you. Be careful with that.
So wait, Roger, do you know the name of the demon?
I don't think I do.
Maybe you just like made up a name. The universe would conspire it to be the real one.
Give me a minute.
You only the old man can discover a true name.
But think of it, the old man in the young man.
I would really rather not think of that. That does not sound appropriate.
The story. Life becomes life. The tendrils wrap around.
Even I'm getting a little bit disgusted.
Is Edge's tentacle himself wiggling?
Yes, you're saying these gross things, and we all just hearing.
Remembering the voice of Salad Fingers.
All right, guys, the contract looks fine. I think we should leave. This conversation's getting very uncomfortable.
All right, but hang on. Where's the cave? Where's the cave of the Nameless?
Oh, it's just a short sail over to Velmoria.
This is Belmoria or the normal one? I mean, our one.
Oh no, nothing useful in your. You're in the Feywild.
Oh. Cool. Can we have our boat, do you think?
You want me to bring? Is there any reason you need? There's a really nice ship here. Really nice.
Ours flies.
Okay. Yeah. I will. I mean, yeah, it takes a lot of concentration to make a portal the size of a person, but yeah, if you want your ship, I suppose that's fine.
Would you like a mushroom to help you with this task?
I really would not. Really would
Can
not.
we keep?
Are you sure?
Can we keep that ship you got for us as well? Because we've got kind of a thing now where we're trying to make a franchise.
I want to be clear here. I was not offering you a free ship. I was offering you passage. And
It definitely sounds like you said there was a ship here for us.
There is a ship. It is
Right,
there
for
to
us.
transport you.
But it wasn't on the contract that we had to pay.
I never said anything.
And you
like
definitely
that.
said it was for us.
Yeah, you don't have to pay for me to transport you to Velmoria.
There's no need to
but
pay. It's a gift. Thank you for this wonderful gift. It's so
Yes.
generous.
You
And if you
promised
could
you
just
would
provide our
arrive.
other two ship alongside it, we'll be on our way.
He will look over at Alonso and say, I think they think they get it. I don't think they quite get it.
I'm not in charge.
I think you might be in charge. Just here. I think you might be in charge.
No,
Well,
the crew would just be like, nah.
Can we have our ship? And do you want me to cook you up some frog's legs, big frog legs, to help you focus a bit?
Yes, please. Thank you.
But you don't want any mushrooms, rude.
And he starts pulling out books and starts writing things, and he tells you it's going to take some time for me to make the portal ship-sized.
Alonso gestures to gather everyone round. Like, all right, if we're going to stay in the Feywilds a bit, there's a few things I need to let you know. I've studied a bit of Fey magic. But one thing, nothing's free here. There's always a price. Don't let anyone know your name, because they deal in names here. And yeah, don't stray into the forests, because something will eat you, or maybe steal your body and do stuff with it. There are a lot of other things, but they're the things that come to mind.
You had some experience with the Fae, Alonso?
Well, he
You
picks
said
up
that out
his triangle, and then ding. Alonso's a bard of the College of Glamour, which uses Fey magic, and he casts aid on. How many people can I do it on again? Is it 3 people?
3 creatures.
Yeah, just I guess Jim, Edge, and Aether. And as he hits his triangle, there's a little ding, but what you feel rather than healing is just pure emotion. And it's the magic is coming through, not through the sound, but the emotion that the sound contains. And yeah, he explains that my magic's, it comes from the Fae.
So, very quick one. Do those temporary hit points stack?
You get
Oh, it says hit point maximum increase. So yeah, in theory it should stack.
yeah. If you've got temporary hit points, it's 5 more.
Each target's hit point maximum. So that's not temporary hit points. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So your max HP is increased by 5 for the next
then
8
after 8
hours.
hours it'll come back down. So you still
Okay.
keep your temporary hit points as well.
Yeah, so if you lose HP and heal, you can go back up to 5 plus your max.
Excellent. So is it like a temporary max? We're getting
No,
a
you
bit.
just need to remember.
Just type it in.
Yeah, type in and then remember to take it off afterwards.
Okay. Oh, actually, I need to sort my hit points because I had a level and didn't do my hit points.
Yeah. It took me so long to realize that you just type your hit points straight onto the sheet. You don't hit settings and do anything through there. Yeah.
That's an interesting triangle you have there.
Oh, it's my musical passion. I've been playing it since a very young age, and it's the best way to convey my magic through my emotions.
Did it take you long to learn how to?
Oh yes, decades.
Hit that triangle.
To express your emotions through one note, it takes decades of practice.
I acknowledge your dedication and appreciate it.
Thank you. And I'm sure I will aid all of us in battle.
And battle is what is very likely to come. We have not heard from the old man in the cave for many years, and I have no doubt at all that if he has lost track of some of the names or some of the nameless, it's going to be a dangerous place.
Wait, so you haven't heard from him for years? You didn't send anybody to check up on him?
Oh, we have sent people to check up on him.
They haven't
didn't
even
return.
come back.
There are many reasons people don't come back. Some people find a different purpose on the way. Some people may find that they just don't, for whatever reason, want to return and give us an update. There are some people who will no doubt have not met a pleasant fate. But the stakes are high here. This is something you must do if you are to defeat the creature.
This is what I'm talking about. Just riddles, these people. Just riddles and riddles.
Yeah. Pretty much.
You never get a straight answer of any of these guys.
So speaking of steaks, I'm gonna go cook. And Jim will find and buy adequate fire. Kitchen actually. Where's your kitchen?
I mean, well, if you give me a few minutes, You will have a flying ship with you, obviously.
Minutes. I assumed you were going to actually be a few hours or days, so that's pretty bloody brilliant.
Yes, well, it's a good thing you don't want any of your crew with you. Anyway, here it comes. And you have access to the old trades, minus its crew.
Can we inquire as to the status of the crew that were on it?
Yeah, they're not. You need your ship. I brought the ship. The portals are complicated. They are really hard.
That's fine, but you can bring some smaller portals now and populate the ship with the crew, please.
Oh, can I? Can I? Can I?
Well,
Seems like you
maybe
can.
maybe you haven't got the power to do that then.
No. No. Not easily.
You hear all these tall tales about people that think they're powerful and can do clever things, and then when it comes down to it, all they can do is bring a ship and they can't make a smaller portal.
He grabs you by the shoulders and brings you in close. Yes. Keep thinking like that. Keep thinking of the tall tales. Believe enough and things are true.
Roger, at this point, will whisper back to him, "Remember, I am Edwin."
That's kind of freaky. But nevertheless, I do hope Hecate doesn't murder you in your sleep.
Ah, she's failed so far.
Wait,
The
what?
promises thing. Bringing the ship without the crew, that kind of forces us to break a promise.
In what way, sir?
In that there are spirits who are expected to open a series of bars in a kind of franchise setting across a number of boats.
Well, you've not broken a promise to me.
No, you've broken our promise to them.
I'm okay with that.
So, note to selves, lads. What's good for the goose is not good for the gander.
Listen, I understand that you might think that I'm a difficult individual. And I get it. I know more than you. But the thing is, it's just there's a lot to keep track of. And, I'm so clever and handsome. Just
I mean,
Can we have either have the crew or send the boat back? Either way, it's the portal. So
Okay, that will take me some time.
I feel like
Do
this.
you want literally all of your crew in
Hang
the
on.
Feywild?
Hold back.
You want
Hang
everyone
on.
in the crew in the Feywild, just on your ship, sailing about in the Feywild.
It's a
You
tarp.
want your crew. I just want to be absolutely clear that this is what you're asking of me. And you don't maybe just want a few choice individuals.
okay, team, who do you want from the ship? And what are the least amount of consequences with bringing these people or not
mean,
bringing these people?
Do the heads count as crew? Are
Yes.
the heads on the ship?
They're objects.
They're with us, the heads, aren't they?
I
I
don't
thought you
think
didn't know
Vaz. I
what.
don't think Vaz counts as an object.
Well, I for one think the most important person to bring is Old Button because of his knowledge of stories of old.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Let
He's
me
a very
let me just-
wise storyteller.
Well, hang on, very quickly. Oh, handsome one. How many people versus how long would it take? So, for example, can we bring 5 people / entities, and it is an hour? What is the equivalent exchange?
Also, aren't your spirits still with you? They haven't left you yet, right?
No, the ones in your head.
Transported. Was that not part of the deal?
The ones in your head. Because they left your head as soon as you started kind of fervent construction on where their tavern was going to be. They kind of knew once it started to be built, that's ours, and so they're not in your head anymore.
So are they attached to the ship per se? They're possessing that part of the ship.
They're choosing to, but they're not bound to it.
Okay.
So the ship being here hasn't broken any promise then with the ghosts.
If that's what you say.
Because the spirits already attached themselves to the bar.
Well, if the spirits are here, there is.
Are they part of the boat? This is.
Well, I assume you have to go and
We're
have a
gonna get
look.
contractual about this.
Well, let's just agree who. All right, let's just rightly or wrongly assume the spirits are somehow bound to the ship.
Hang on, I don't want to assume that. I wish to ask the storyteller of Famous.
Because he's
So-
promised not to lie.
Should we, if we
He's
go for our
talking
I
check,
know.
things that are going to make the Feywild.
No. Yeah, he didn't promise not to lie. He promised to only tell truths that will
That
not
matters to him.
affect the safety of the Feywild.
Edge is already thinking it's time to go back to the real world and deal with other company.
Okay. But if it's dangerous for the Feywild, it's probably likely to be dangerous for us as well.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So,
but not
we want-
necessarily all dangerous things to us will be dangerous to the Feywild.
do we want to bring over? Have we got 2 Pyritons or 1?
We have 2.
You know the old saying, 2 Puritans are better than 1.
So 2 Pyritons, 1 old button, 2 sword sisters. Who else?
Maybe not Death Axe.
The storyteller dude was he in your list?
Great teller of tales. Would it
Oh,
change
but-
your mind if you knew there was a unicorn on our ship?
I mean, I wonder if the unicorn would fit in better here than where we were.
Well, unicorns are Fey.
I suspect that unicorn would be quite at home here.
Would that
let's
give
bring
you
the unicorn.
more interest in helping us bring a few friends over?
I mean, I will do it. It will just take me some time. I'll
Right.
be completely
We can-
honest with you. I'm getting increasingly anxious to send you all away to the cave.
Well, you came to us.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
you wanted to do a deal. It's
I
not, it's not
did.
really
Well,
obvious
so-
why
I
you're
did.
so. You did a whole speech about how legalistic you are, and yet you seem unhappy about discussing details.
Look, we've
Are
never
you
been.
actually a great storyteller, or are you just some?
Yeah,
mean-
can we speak to who's actually in charge?
He does seem a bit all mouth and no trousers, really.
I want to speak to Frank. Have you got Frank here?
Oh, can you bring Frank?
We should
We'd
bring
love
Frank.
it.
He'd be
Yeah.
Oh,
lovely.
Frank would love it.
He's got his own boat as well.
He reaches for a book while not taking.
We need book as well. That's just reminded me. We must bring book.
No, we shouldn't bring back.
He opens some pages on the book, and he starts ripping some pages out, and he says, "Please continue."
Okay, so
I have in my hands here some very important pages. Do you want to keep on mouthing off?
I think we're negotiating, are we, and clarifying the terms of our contract rather than mouthing off. That's
we're
quite an
just trying to
extreme
figure out
reason.
who we can get here.
There
So-
was trying to figure out who to bring, and there was being insulting.
Well, you see,
All
back
mouth,
in the upper
no
world-
trouser is an insult.
Oh, you might have a better mouth in your trousers, you never know.
I think someone's just forfeit their unicorn ride.
And he starts crumpling the paper. I have been patient. We have a common interest in defeating the creature, and I'm showing you the way that has to be taken to fulfill this. I can do it pleasantly. Or, and he crunches the paper tighter, and Roger's mouth just becomes more difficult to open, and it becomes smaller, and then starts to be sealed shut.
Roger is giving him some serious side eye right now.
I'm not seeing the
Keep him
downside
like
so
that.
far.
Edge's arm, his one remaining good arm, starts falling limp at his side. Now, I offered to bring your crew through. I wanted to make sure you were sure of that. I'm bringing your ship through. Why don't we be cordial about this? And let's not fall out, shall we? Let's not go
I agree.
accusing people of not having power.
Jim will say, I agree. I think this has got out of hand, and this is our first trip here into the Feywild, you see, and little old Roger, he gets a bit excited. Mind you, I think that suits him. Maybe it could stay for a little while if that suits. But maybe we should get out your hair, maybe give a bit of a list of who will help us perform this task, and then we'll get out your hair and have a little look around. The whereabouts are we? The Starry Vale on this map. I think might be worth us getting to know the whereabouts. While I'm at it,
He
I
opens
do
up,
offer to cook you up some food.
gives you a nod, and opens up his hand, and the paper uncrumples, and Roger's mouth is restored. Edge's arm is mobile again. Very well. Just make sure that you take this land seriously when you get to the cave. There are dangers there, and by the very nature of this world, there are natures that I think you've scarcely imagined before. I sincerely hope you don't die.
I agree with you there. I hope so too. Now, if you don't mind, could we request some members of the crew in particular, as it could be more efficient to have, let's call it elite squad.
I will inform the doorman to let certain people through. And
Much obliged.
you are able to provide him a list.
Oh, can we provide that in WhatsApp?
Yes, you can. Because given it is 10:15, I think he will set you on your way towards the cave, and I think we will pick it up when you get to the where the cave is, where you will have your first task, which is to discover the true name of the creature from the old man in the cave.
Can I suggest that we provide something to Quillwake for this additional request? Maybe someone on the crew that we don't really care about?
I mean, like an actual a sacrifice.
Iggy. Oh no.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm thinking more the member of Iggy's kin who was also on the ship.
No, he's never done anything wrong. He's a good
But
crew.
has he done anything good?
I mean, he looked
I mean,
after a Periton egg.
Yeah,
Is Dorian still on the ship, or did he leave? Or get sacrificed?
Dorian of the cloth got thrown overboard and then impersonated.
Right. Okay.
Moss Whisper and Gowron are still around.
So why are we trying to give him a member of the crew?
Well,
Is this
because we
some
don't
fake
want them. We don't. Well, I'm just thinking that we don't want to ask of something that isn't related to what we've been asked to do already, and not expect to be in debt to this Fae.
This is directly related. Like we are picking.
No, it's
we are
not.
going to pick out.
We were given a contract. We've accepted that contract, and then we said, "Oh, can you do this as well?" After that contract has been like written and set in stone, we're asking him to do something else as well,
Did we
which
actually?
you already did by asking for
I
the
just
ship.
feel like we've agreed to join up. We've joined forces. These people came to seek us out.
Oh
And
no,
now
no,
they're
no.
like,
Yeah.
oh no, there's extra rules implied here.
It's the Fae. I've read too many books with Fae in it.
It's like
It's
timeshare.
like- I highly recommend a book called Mark of the Fool. There's a lot of Fae in that. Really good.
I read a book called Timeshare of the Fae.
The,
Upsell of the Fae.
so what's the name?
The
What's the name?
nickels and dimes of the Fae.
Yeah.
More.
I tell you what. Jim would, if this has been suggested by Alonso,
Well,
perhaps
the
we.
Fae,
If you
the
say
Fae
perhaps
don't
we can
want-
do again.
yeah, the Fae don't want like what we would see as valuable in our world. They want like, well, names. I think is like the main thing, because the power of names is just something different that you can like control. You can like know where people are by knowing their name.
So,
And then like souls and being
how do
able
they
to
talk each
mimic.
other? Is it like nicknames?
Well, they use aliases. This guy's true name isn't going to be Quillwake.
Or
That's
if
how
it
we're
is,
going
we
to
don't
find
know.
Yeah, but it depends on how much you identify with a name.
Oh, none of you know Edge's true name. Bosh.
Yeah.
That's canon as well.
What is it not? Jax. Is that not his true name? Okay.
So
He did actually. I think I briefly mentioned something that referenced it probably several months ago, but it never really came up. Anyway, you don't need to think about it because as long as you don't know, you can give away his name with impunity. It's all good.
So that's another point. We don't really want to give specific names. So if we do say Two Sword Sisters, Old Buttons isn't his real name. Two Piriton, the Unicorn. We're not giving away names there. Jim would suggest. Jim would say, we don't have much to give of material value, but by way of gratitude, perhaps myself and Alonso could give you a performance.
Very well. Fair price.
What are you gonna do?
We're going to do a dance.
You dance for him.
Yeah.
Alonso's going to dance, and
you
Jim
dance?
would play an instrument and probably sing A Tale of Old.
Okay, I'll say last action of the night. Both of you give me a performance check.
And I'm going to wait. Actually, no, I can wait till after I rolled it to do my heroic inspiration because I'm human again.
Oh, freaking humans.
We should have probably
16.
bardic inspired each other. Performance.
Oh, yeah.
The hell of it.
The thing is, I rolled a 6 because I have a plus 10 to my performance.
Jesus. You're plus
Oh,
10.
I've got
Darkwind
plus 11
style.
to my performance.
Plus...
Well, I'm assuming you've maxed out charisma, haven't you?
Yeah, Jim's got max.
Yeah, I've only got 18, so I've only got.
Only.
Yeah.
Do you do anything else? When it comes to battle, is it going to be a problem now?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just gonna go-
Rick, do you want to look at my skills?
Shagging the
Just look
Fae.
what my... Oh, I assume Jim's the same because you'll have. Oh, wait, no. Have you got half proficiency in like everything?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
In
God.
the particular
just-
bard skill named Jack of all trades.
Jack of all.
Yeah, Jack of all trades. It's great.
I couldn't not get Jack of all. Let's be honest. The all trades.
Yeah.
So we definitely need some sisters, otherwise we're not going to make it through any fighting.
You know what? I'm going to use my heroic inspiration to roll again. I rolled low.
Nevertheless,
Fucking hell.
he's impressed with your dance and your merrymaking, and it's very much calmed the mood. And if you provide him with list of people you would like to accompany you in the Feywild, he will oblige, and you will find yourselves directed to the cave, which will have a very nice map to it next week, and we will find out how you determine the true name of something.
How long will it take to get to the cave? Or to the isle, I should say. How long are we sailing for?
I think that by about 8:15 on Thursday, you'll get there. No, it's something that I think it would take maybe a day's sail.
Okay, so we can have a long rest.
Another one.
Yeah, I get my heroic inspiration back.
Oh,
And my spell slot that I used for aid. So your aid will have expired by then.
Right.
So you'll be back down to normal health.
Which makes me wonder, is there anything I should use? Didn't we have some
Yep.
items that needed investigating?
Can help with that.
Well, yeah, Jim can identify.
I also have identify, and you can use it as a ritual, can't you?
Yeah.
So is that new, or have you always had identify?
Every
What,
level
Jim?
you can change a spell as well. If you
Jim's
go-
always had
change it.
identify.
Okay, I had a feeling that was the case. Always had identify and arrow of certain death. Just
Jim just never really was interested in all that sort of stuff.
I like it.
I think it fits entirely with Jim's character. The idea he'd be able to do all this, wouldn't realise.
Yeah.
And if the crew ever went and said, actually, to be honest, if we sat on the ship for another day, Edge would probably take the opportunity to show Jim the little female statue. Just say, what do you make of this? About where I got it from.
Jim would say it's a bit lewd, isn't it? But no, I don't know. I could have kind of had a look. Might be able to pick something up from it.
Okay. I mean, if you are casting identify, I'll send you WhatsApp what you determined from it.
Cool.
But yeah, we will pick things up in the cave where I am 110% sure that there will be some fighting.
And
Lots
one
of
will
stuff.
die.
Yay.
Oh,
Hey.
yes, we summoned his familiar, Murray, who died tragically
Yes, of course.
to a dragon.
Cool. Yes, well, I will see you next week, where there will be less interventions by a devilishly handsome, just so handsome person.
Just too distracting.
I know. You just find yourself just kind of going, wow, just wow. I am tempted to change my work photo to that and see how long it takes anyone to notice in the office.
You should
Yeah, you
absolutely do that.
Just the head.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like
From
they'll
there,
be like, I'm sure his ears
Sparklier than usual.
but